And Farshid, as soon as you are ready, go ahead and start speaking.
Okay, my video is on. I mean, my presentation is on.
You're good?
Yep.
Perfect. Good. I will start with, sorry, I just want to make sure that this presentation is sounds okay. Challenges. Travel professional, I'm talking about anyone somehow selling the travel services, missing out substantial revenue potential by not being able market and sell in destination services such as tours, activity, and attractions. This is mainly because limited access to the live inventory of activities and unable to engage with their travelers while they're at destinations. Travelers, they prefer to buy the services when they are at destinations. So that's why we bring up Turpal. Turpal is one of the largest, we made one of the largest B2B marketplace for tours, activity, and attractions and services available in destinations, providing travel professional with a live inventory of the services. But our platform goes beyond by offering a post-departure solutions, integrating a comprehensive itinerary builder and a smart app or a smart customer interface, which can be app and it can be also web app, PWA. So that is for providing personalized recommendation based on a customer or traveler's itineraries. Now, for our competitors, there are many B2B marketplaces in the market that's considered as our competitor. But what we did, we integrate with most of them. I mean, with the top one, they have better products. So we already integrated with them to make sure our travel professional, they have access to the all range of products that they need. What makes Turpal stand out is an AI-powered post-departure solution, which I explained to you. What we have done so far, we delivered our first products last year, 2022, like February, to one of our clients. Today, we have 39 clients from 6 different markets, this shows easily scalable across markets. And this results 62,000 itineraries built in our platform, and $1.3 million of transactions has happened in our platform. Also, we have increased recently our number of products. So products access for travel professional is now over 30,000 products in 500 cities around the world. And this is just the beginning of our journey to conquer $254 billion untapped segment of industry, travel industry. How are we making money? We have a monthly subscription for providing a white labeled passenger interface and also back office of product management, which they can build their own itinerary and also they can source it from the B2B marketplace. And also we're charging commission for the sales which is happened through our platform. Also, we have a third model, which is charging supplier, but right now we are free for suppliers because we want to build this ecosystem first. So why investing in Turpal? Turpal, right now we have identified a market which I can say less than 1% of our competitor, they have share of less than 1% of their market share. And also we have increased sales for some of our early adapters for 4x, 4 times increase their sales. Also, we have onboarded some few, I can say, tour operator, well-known or tour operator in our region, they're using Turpal at the moment. About team, this is me. I'm 18 years in the tourism activity and attraction. I have different businesses in tour and attraction, some of them successful and some of them obviously failed before. Puria is a businessman that he built one of his company from scratch to one of the award-winning company in the region as an event company. And we have a team of development led by Sajjad, or CTO, and also sales and marketing's already structured and placed in the plan. So that's it. This is about Turpal. Let's go for questions.
Farshi, you're perfect. 3 seconds left to go. So well done for your timing. All right, we're bringing up all of the judges. Farshi, if you could take your presentation down, please. We have Loe, Mona, Gary, Ronnie, Henry. Who would like to kick us off for questions? Mona, I see you opening your microphone. Go ahead. We have 3 minutes. Mona, you're still on mute. I can't hear you. So maybe we'll move to someone else to ask a question.
I could ask.
All right, thanks.
Sorry, given that ChatGPT has been doing a pretty good job of itinerary assembly these days, how do you sort of view that? How are you guys going to take that in stride?
Nice question. The thing is, what is the valuation Turpal will gonna deliver is number one is inventory of the services in destination. At the end of the day, we're gonna be one of the largest inventory of the tourism activity. It's very long way to reach that stage. No one can say still tourism activity is like hotel and flight, you can have inventory. So number one valuation would be inventory of the tourism activity. Second thing is analytic of the customer's behavior when they are at destination, what services that they buy. This is the second things that we're gonna have. So to our app, we are not selling our app. Our app is just a tool right now to make sure that travel professionals, which right now they don't have any chances to sell the services to the client. Like if you're an online travel agency, you sell your ticket and flight, and at the end of the day, your travelers go to destination and buy the services. Now by connecting, integrating to Turpal, you can sell the services in destination. So at the moment, we provide app to serve them. But in future, we can even provide these services on any AI solution or any places that they need inventory and or they made their own app. So we're delivering that value, inventory and analytic. I don't know if I answered your question.
Okay, Mona?
How do you keep that inventory up to date? And, tours and activities is constantly evolving.
It's a 40,000 different type of products inside of the tour and activity. That's exactly challenge. The things that we build is, I can say, one of the flexible system, because I know all of them. This is one of the flexible system that you can create different type of inventory per day, per item. I can say per pass or slots, any type you can do it. That's why we can integrate with any type of service providers in destinations. Number one is integrating with those people that already they have in inventory. So most of these 30,000 product that we have, it's coming from live inventory of the system, which is already there. Second thing is we provide a free service to the suppliers to create that inventory. So mainly, that's what I'm saying, that we are going to be one of the largest, because many of our tour.
So it's not your own content, you're aggregating it from multiple third-party providers.
Aggregate, and also we're providing the supplier, which they're in charge to make that inventory for themselves. So by having ecosystem of the suppliers coming to the platform, that they will create their own itinerary. But at the moment, we just focus on having, I think 80%, 90% of our products right now, this 30,000 is coming from integrated one.
Okay, we're gonna have to wrap questions. That's 3 minutes. Mona, Loe, Ronnie, Gary, and Henry, if you could mark your scores while we're presenting. We'll bring up our next presenter. Thank you so much, Farshi. Congratulations, well done. Alex Skryabin from Beach Searcher is up next. Alex,
yes, hello.
please bring
Could
your
you unlock
presentation
my
up.
video? It is locked.
Yes, Jean, could you unlock the video? Mona, would you bring your video down?
It is still locked.
It's still locked. Jean, could you open
Sorry, one
that?
second. I'm just finding.
That's okay. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, you'll have 5 minutes once we get your presentation up and your video live to make your presentation, and then you'll have 3 minutes to speak with the judges and they'll present their questions. All right?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And
Okay, we can see
hello.
your
Good to go.
Yeah, my name is Alex. I'm co-founder of startup beachsearcher.com, the worldwide beach search and social platform Beach Vacation Planner. And shortly about our project. Beach vacation is the top popular leisure activity in the world. About 25% of annual vacation traffic are beachgoers. To find the best matching destination to specific needs, destination is one of key problems that faces for every traveler. And to solve this problem, travelers have to engage in long web research, switching between different sources. And sometimes these researches give unpredictable results. Reality doesn't meet expectations. Vacation is a loss. And Beach Searcher introduced a new way of vacation planning. We have structured all beaches and combined them with a travel necessary date to make it easy search and plan. And our key proposals are, first of all of the beaches in the world, largest beaches database. We have more than 10 times larger than any of our competitors with super flexible search capabilities. Just enter any location name to see the nearest spots. Then we also have a powerful beach filter. This allows you to quick and easy to find the beach of your dream. And each beach has more than 50 parameters like natural features, occupancy, and sea, and special algorithms that formulated beach recommendations on a history presets and preference of a current and similar users for the best results. And so the overall results are perfect place for a beach vacation just in 2 clicks. We are discovering new customer funnel, organizing vacation from the key and the most valuable activities, beach. And the global beach trail expenditure is about $1 trillion. And the potential serviceable obtainable market for beach searcher is a quarter of a TripAdvisor, which approximately corresponds of the beach travel segments. And it is about $800 million. Concerning the question of the team, I can say that each of our people is amazing in their own way. In our team, we don't have any person with a top brand background, but each of us a professional in certain segment, and together we have all key skills required for startup development. And of course, we are big beach fans. That's right. We created to decide to create this project. A little bit about traction. We have tested our business model. The NPV shown steady organic growth. And January 22, we had about 1,000 daily visitors with a very small accommodation duration. But in August 22, our visitors was in a peak 25,000. The August monthly audience reached more than 600,000 visitors with about 400 stays reservations. And the result, the total value of booking made during the season 22 was over than $350,000. And this result is totally organic without any marketing cost. And now we are looking seed investment for scaling and additional development of our platform. The target value is 1.5 million, which will be mainly used to expand the content core and develop the beach hotel integration according to the business model. And in 22, our MPV has grown to #1 beach database resource. And we see truly see opportunities for additional expandation of the products. And in 23, we continue growing with about 10% month-to-month rate. And now we have about 3 times higher visitors this year. And for example, just May 23, we're expecting more than 500 stays reservations. And that's all. I'm happy to answer to your question.
Great, Alex. Thanks very much. Just under time. We'll ask you to take your presentation down and welcome back all of our judges, Loe, Mona, Gary, Ronnie, and Henry. We'll start with judges who didn't ask questions last time just to keep it fair. So if Ronnie or Loe or Henry have a question first for Alex. We have 3 minutes.
Thanks
Thanks,
for the
Henry.
presentation.
Oh, sorry, Ronnie, go ahead.
No worries. 2 questions. One is, how do you actually create and manage all of that content? Like, how do you scale that? And my second question is, what's your business model? How do you actually make money?
Okay, for creating content, we have several steps for development. Firstly, we are looking for internet some sources. It is for a start of our content managers. Then we have several steps with special IE programs that help us combine it and filtering it. And then our programmist could prepare it to put it to the website. But for the main question is that we have created it is manually with IE integration program. And about monetization, now we have 2 main way. It is first one, it is advertising. Second one, it is a hotel affiliate program. And for the future, also the most one for all monetization, it will be system cost per click like TripAdvisor. And our project is very big, similar with TripAdvisor, but we are for beachgoers.
Great, thanks.
Okay. Loe or Henry? Henry
Yeah.
Chen, go ahead.
Yeah. You hear me okay? You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. So first of all, thanks, Alex, for the presentation. I gotta say, I was intrigued a bit. It's not one of those things I actually came across a lot. I am a bit curious. You said you founded the company in 2020. Is that correct?
Yes, but 2020 we just creating like a paper, and we are also developing special program for contents and preparing some more things. We are published just in May 21.
Okay, so in May 21. Okay, and so I see that traffic peak is fairly recent. What did you do that was different? I mean, looking in hindsight, and the company has been essentially fully on for a couple of years, I guess.
You mean what the problem is the seasonal?
Yeah, I mean, beaches, could become a seasonal business. I mean, depending on how you look at it. So I'm curious, are you doing anything different, or is this just the seasonality?
No, our business is really seasonable, yes, and sure it can be some problem, but anyway, now our users mostly it's from Europe and USA, but also near time we added beaches from all the world. So it's, for example, Thailand, Asia, South Asia. It's also can be using, and seasons will be not so big difference.
Okay, thank you.
That's a wrap on questions. We started your timer about 40 seconds late, and Loe will ask you to ask the first question the next time around. Thanks so much, Alex, for your presentation. We'll bring up our next startup, Manthole from YabiSaba, Manthole Maila. Manthole, if you could bring up your video. Alex, if you could take yours down, and Mona. Mona, could you bring your video down, please? Thank you. Okay, great, Manthole. Please bring up your presentation. And as soon as you have that up and start speaking, we'll start 5 minutes on the clock for you to present your startup.
Yeah. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Just a few seconds. Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Manthole Maila from Johannesburg, South Africa, and thank you for taking the time to hear me out today. The reason I'm here is to make you aware that employee expectations have permanently shifted, with many now choosing to resign for a better work-life balance and flexibility in where and when they work. The nature of traveling for businesses and how we work has changed. Companies have invested in digital platforms like Teams, Slack, and Zoom, where they've allowed employees to work remotely from home, cutting down on business trips to save costs. Now, all these technologies have proven very effective in replacing business trips and commutes to work that would have happened, but it has changed the office working culture. And many working consumers left their jobs, a phenomenon known as the Great Resignation, to seek out new companies that offered more flexible working arrangements, and some even prioritizing a better work-life balance over salary. Now, this represents a conscious effort to reshuffle priorities, making space for things like travel that people really value. And this is especially true for the younger working generations, such as millennials and Generation Z, who tend to favor more experiences and a more strong work-life balance. And that's why I'm here representing a company called YabiSaba, a leisure travel app that makes it easy for workers, expats, travelers, and entrepreneurs to discover unique and amazing experiences to explore around their local city and favorite destinations around the world. Now, what is bleisure? Bleisure is simply the trend of blending business with leisure activities on business trips. Now, a new bleisure market is emerging that's creating incremental spending opportunities. And according to a bleisure report by Euromonitor International, the bleisure market is estimated to be 200 billion in 2022. And bleisure is one of the fastest growing travel segments in the world, and bleisure spending is expected to be more than double between 2021 to 2027. And on the other hand, according to remote work statistics, facts, and projections by Session, the United States Census Bureau, Thomas Jefferson University, CNBC, and NCCI, the number of fully remote workers has grown 4 times larger from 2018 to 2021. And up to 36.2 million Americans will be working remotely by 2025. Now, YabiSaba has direct and indirect competitors that include Traveling.ai, Eatolite, Origin, Airbnb, Klook, and Join My Trip. And what sets YabiSaba apart is the fact that YabiSaba is the ultimate work and play experience that offers abundant adventure at very low prices, a unique social experience, intimate engagement with local and universal brands, plus a monthly travel subscription plan for recommended experiences to explore that comes with free clothing to wear on trips and events. Now, our go-to-market strategy uses a blend of digital and offline channels to acquire and engage customers. This will be media, exhibitions, events, search ads, partnerships with ship and boat owners that we want to work with, hotels, restaurants, and so many other tourist attractions. And we also offer promotions, discounts, and referral programs to incentivize adoption. Our business generates revenue through a commission-based model and subscription-based model, and we charge 20% commission for every payment that a customer will make for the bleisure experience. And we also generate revenue through advertising on our app. And an average bleisure deal costs $50. And for the travel subscription section, the minimum fee is $70, and we're projecting a revenue of $261,000 US within the first year alone, with a target of 30,000 users. And for the monthly subscription segment, we're projecting a revenue of $209,512 for the first year alone, with a target of 1,500 users. Now, YabiSaba was born during a hackathon in South Africa and was voted the best hack solution. And this was in October 2022. And from there, we've met legal requirements and incorporated the company in South Africa. And we have onboarded 2 partners in April, which was a few weeks ago around Johannesburg. And we just spoke with an owner in Cape Town who's willing to host us as volunteers for 3 months for us to access their network and sell some of their tours through YabiSaba. Now, we're an early stage startup and we're currently bootstrapped. And for now, we're seeking 30,000 to refine our current mobile Android app, create an iOS and web version to reach all of our users on different platforms, go on radios and podcasts and social media with social marketing influencers for a marketing campaign. We also need office rental and an Apple laptop and 360 camera equipment that we want to use to create partner spaces that people can engage with before booking. And we also want to expand all over South Africa, Africa, Asia, South America, North America, and Europe, and all the other continents, and position ourselves strategically in the middle of the world. And YabiSaba is currently led by me as a solo founder, and I'm looking to attract other co-founders, especially with the expansion to Cape Town in June. And I've worked in insurance before as a claims administrator, a junior SQL database administrator, and I've worked in human resources as well. And my day-to-day job while building the startup was being an Uber driver. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Manthole. We'll bring up all of the judges. If you wouldn't mind taking your presentation down. Loe, if you can kick us off with the first question, that would be fantastic.
Thank you. Thanks for the presentation. I have two questions, and I think you've already covered some of it, but I would love to reiterate that. So what's the unique selling point that YabiSaba has versus other platforms that would aggregate type of activities? And then the second is, what's the unique value prop for your leisure customer versus any leisure or business? So what's that unique selling point?
Now, the first unique selling point is that when I compare YabiSaba to the other competitors, if someone has to book, they have a fixed date on their trip. So with YabiSaba, we're going to give someone access to be able to extend their trip and actually give them access to unique experiences they can find within that particular city they're in. And another unique selling point that we have is through our monthly subscription travel service, we want to offer people free clothing to wear as soon upon their arrival at a city or event in Cape Town, for example. And then our revenue will be recurring within this sector, and we also want to focus on leisure deals that we want to sell out. But it's mainly unique experiences that are hard to find, and this will be a special segment for people who want to travel.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No?
Hey, Manthole.
Henry? Ronnie, go ahead.
Hey, interesting proposition. One is that, so, I think your idea was born from the great resignation that happened during COVID. But now we're actually seeing the complete opposite go the other way around, where everybody is asking people to come back and work from the office. So does that put your business at risk? Is the first question. And the second one is what is actually the market size of the location independent worker, which I guess is the market that you're going after?
To be honest, it's an idea that was inspired by what happened pre-COVID, but from the research we've been doing from other people who are playing in the same space, we want to create a proof of concept and from there build on top of it. And then the idea is to, onboard as many partners as we can for now and get customers and see what people really love. And from the feedback we're going to get, try and build a product around those type of people and expand from there.
So just a second question, do you know what is the market size for your the segment that you're going after?
Yes, sir. According to a report by Euromonitor International, in 2002, leisure travel was estimated to be 200 billion. And only in America, about 36.2 million people will be working remotely. And I haven't counted Europe and Asia. So this seems like a very huge market that requires people to tap into and be a world leader, and we want to position ourselves as that startup.
Okay, time's up. Thanks very much, Manthole, for your presentation. Thank you, judges. Moving on to our next startup, Janine Salame from Travel Creators will be joining us. Janine, please bring up your presentation and your video. Manthole and Ronnie, if you could take your video down, please. And we have Janine. Thanks very much. We're ready whenever you are.
Perfect. Hey, everyone. Thank you for having me. Let's kick off. Large online travel agencies are stuck in the older travel paradigm. They failed to attract and inspire the next generation of travelers who are really seeking authentic, meaningful travel experiences. I'm Janine Salame, co-founder of Travel Creators, reimagining the future of travel. Meet Geeta, a 23-year-old solo traveler seeking an authentic and meaningful multi-day travel experience. But she is quickly left deflated and overwhelmed with information and inundated with bland booking sites and cookie cutter packages. Meet Misha, a 28-year-old travel creator who is passionate about meaningful travel. But as Misha shares her authentic trip, she has no idea how to monetize her travel audience. The solution is Travel Creators, Our marketplace connects and enables the likes of Gita and Misha to easily curate and book meaningful multi-day trips in a seamless, safe, and modern way. We launched beta with incredible traction. In 2022, our experience and our global network has allowed us to source local travel creators from 21 different countries with zero acquisition costs. Our community now boasts over 1,700 travelers, with our beta platform, which has attracted over 250 creators, and our creator waitlist, which has grown to over 4,000. We're enabling a community of creators like Misha with modern tools and direct access to curated inventory with travel partners. We're enabling them to monetize their travel audience and showcase their intimate knowledge of travel through technology. Travelers like Gita are inspired with authentic, real, and meaningful adventures that's curated by passionate and trusted creators, allowing them to customize and book multi-day trips in a modern, safe, and exciting way. Our business model is asset light with strong partnerships and network effects in the travel and creator community. We're focused on commissions and future subscription models for our Shopify of travel. With a full B Corp certification at the end of May, we are using our platform as a force for good by enabling creators to turn their passion for travel into income. We're at the intersection of a $9 trillion travel economy and a $4 trillion creator economy, of which 2 billion alone are solo female travelers like Gita and Misha. Our next-gen travel marketplace will drive scale, liquidity, and quality into the travel and creator economy by truly giving the power to the creator to grow and monetize their travel audience. We have a solid growth path of becoming a $1 billion travel marketplace with over 35,000 travel creators transforming their passion for travel into meaningful income. We raised over $350,000 in our pre-seed and now raising seed round of $1 million for key milestones over the next 24 months with our goal of 10,000 inspired trips and $1 million in ARR from our vetted creators who are growing their travel audience and connecting next generation of travelers. Having had a successful 21 years at Flight Centre Travel Group, which is a $27 billion multinational travel company, at the age of 29, I became the youngest female managing director and led the Southern Africa business through the 2009 financial crisis, and then moved to the United Kingdom as part of an acquisition as Global Touring MD. Along with my co-founder Shanti and our global advisors, we have seen a great need for newer distribution channels and innovation in the travel and creator economy. We believe with strong global network and partnerships in both travel and hospitality, we are really reimagining the future of travel. So in summary, the future starts today, and we invite you to be a part of this journey. So let's together enable creators to authentically inspire the next generation of travelers with meaningful travel experiences. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Janine. Judges, please come on back to the screen. And who would like to kick us off with questions? Henry Chen Weinstein. Go ahead.
Hey, Janine, how are you doing, by the way?
Hey, Henry, how are you doing?
Good. Well, I'll try maybe an obvious one. So this area is getting a bit crowded, and you mentioned a few competitors, and you have like a matrix, but there are a lot of other competitors that are more directly connected to what you're doing. So I'm curious, where do you see your advantage when it comes to the relationship with the creator, or maybe the potential infrastructure play you have with monetizing the travel, or where is your unique opportunity? Because personally, I've seen a few companies that are a bit further down, and some of these things are very, very challenging, and it becomes quite a heavy, cash-intensive business. So I'm curious, how do you see it?
Thank you, Henry. Great question. The key piece for us is we're building the Shopify for travel creators. So our travel creators are our sales and marketing engine from an acquisition perspective. That's the first key piece. The second key unique proposition is not only is our inventory from our partners, but our inventory is also from our creators. They are the individuals finding unique, authentic stays with independent hotels that are not connected online. So that's the second unique proposition. And then from a platform perspective, the network effects between the creator, the traveler, and the partner, who are then connecting with these multi-day trips. And probably the last point just to make is, from a multi-day trip planning perspective, it is limited in how that's curated at this point in time. So in terms of differentiation, you're inspired by a creator, but then you are curating within minutes your multi-day trip from different creators at different times as a specific traveler.
Hey, Mona, I think we have a question from you.
Yes. How do you control the quality of those suggested trips? Are they all on demand, or are they all pre-designed? And how do I book as a customer? Sorry, too many questions.
No worries. Thank you. So from a quality perspective, all our creators are vetted based on their niche, authentic travel experiences. So it's curated creators, and it's curated trips based on their audience. From a booking perspective, as a traveler, you go onto the platform, you search your inspired trip, or you search for a creator that has like-minded travel experiences, and you connect with them. And from there, through the platform, you can then book your multi-day travel experience.
How are you managing availability and booking? I mean, are you aggregated to a third party again?
Yeah, so currently we do it offline. Currently we're building our API connections. We've got 15 partners, and we've got 800 unique hotels that we are connecting with through a specific partnership.
Okay, that wraps questions. Thanks very much, Janine, for your presentation. Judges,
so
please mark your scores, and we'll welcome our next presenter, Ibukunoluwa Salau from Direx. Ibu. Right. Mona, if you could take your video down. And Ibu is coming up. All right, thanks very much. Go ahead.
Okay, can you guys hear me perfectly?
You're good.
Okay, great. So my name is Ibukunoluwa Salau, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Direx, and we are building the operating system for hospitality businesses in Africa. Sorry. So the hospitality industry in Africa is hugely significant, as it generates an impressive $194 billion to the continent's GDP from the more than 67 million tourists that visit yearly, and it also provides around 25 million direct and indirect jobs. As interesting as this sounds, there's still a big problem, as over 80% of hospitality bookings are still being completed offline and through manual correspondences between hospitality businesses and their customers. Here is an example of one of the most popular tourist destinations in Nigeria called the Ikogosi Warm Spring Resort, with over 200,000 annual visitors still using the chalkboard to display prices, and also only accepting payments, accepting booking and payment in person and via bank transfers. Our solution at Direx is, the solution to this problem is to build and integrate into one digital SaaS solution all of the tools needed by these businesses to do three things specifically. One, to sell and accept payments for their hospitality packages, to manage and automate both their front and back office operations, and to grow their business directly, online, and in a way that works for them. So we are the perfect team to work on this based on our combined expertise across product, operations, engineering, sales, and business development, and most importantly, our domain expertise in the building and working in the African travel space. My co-founder, Oladapo, has spent the last 6 years working as a travel consultant and also leading sales and development at some of Africa's biggest online travel agencies. And from my end, I've spent the last 4 years building digital product. And I also founded, before starting Direx, I also founded a company called AfriChip, where we're building an online marketplace for tourists to find and book vacation packages to do in Africa. And we scaled this to 20 African countries and more than 3,000 listings. we're a for-profit business and we make money by charging these custom merchants a 0.5% booking fee for every booking that is completed on Direx. And also when we launch a paid version of our product, we're also going to be charging them a monthly subscription fee north of about $30 per month. Apart from the fact the market is still very early, and apart from the fact that we are building solely for the African market, unlike most of our competitors, and also the fact that our product has the lowest fees in the market, the most significant differentiation between us and our competitor is the hybrid approach we have taken to how our products can be used. So we've enabled businesses to be able to maintain some of their existing manual tasks while taking advantage of a digital system. This offers them a smoother transition from their traditional practice with minimal disruption. We understand the significance of this for companies that have been running their business in the same way for an extended period. So since launching an MVP in May 2022, we've tested our product out with 25 merchants, most of whom are mostly micro and small scale hospitality businesses, many of whom which we have found through email marketing and direct in-person sales. And also some of them came from my previous experience building AfriChip, from the relationship I built while building AfriChip. And these merchants have gone on to generate over $5,000 in gross booking volume. Also, amongst our most significant achievements outside of our attraction is the fact that we received $5,000 non-equity funding from a UX-based accelerator in October 2022, which has been very helpful in growing our operations. In January 2023, we were also selected for the Technician UK Rising Stars 5.0. And also in April, we were among the 5 finalists in the African Youth in Tourism Innovation Challenge, which is supported by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Ibu. That's bringing the judges back up. Do we have any questions for Direx? Who'd like to start? Loe, go ahead.
Thank you. So 3 points. First, how does your solution support customers to distribute their inventory locally and globally? Second, go ahead.
No, go on.
Second would be, what have been your challenges in growing or onboarding your clients? And then third, is there a differentiated product for different verticals within the hospitality business? So lodges versus hotels versus activity providers?
Yeah, so thank you very much. In terms of the first question, sorry, could you please repeat it? I think it skipped my mind.
So I think you have a website builder, but I want to know how does your full support or your product support your customers in distributing?
Yeah,
globally?
So at this point in time, the only way by which you support them is through the website builder to allow them to create a website to be able to sell their tours by themselves. But as we go on our roadmap, we intend to launch an online marketplace like what I built at AfriChip. But the goal is to first be able to get a lot of data from their customers, so that when we launch this online marketplace later, there's enough, we've got enough to sell these tours and activities to. So right now we just do the website builder and we allow them to find their customers themselves. And then in terms of your second question, I think you were asking about what are some of like the challenges we have with growing like the business. So I think right now the biggest challenge we are facing is in terms of like building trust with these businesses, because many of these businesses have been have been doing things like traditionally. So like building trust with them, even in terms of like payment. So one thing we've done is that's what led us to take an hybrid approach to how we run our businesses. So for example, in terms of the payments, rather than accepting payments on their behalf, we've built our software in such a way where they can connect their existing payment gateway. And for those that don't have an existing payment gateway, for those that still take cash, we've built our software in a way whereby they can still accept cash from their customers and then manually add the booking to the dashboard. So the goal is we do that to build trust with them, and we hope that at some point they'll switch to like a fully digital system. And then your third question.
About the different verticals, I mean, do you see any reason to differentiate your product for an activity provider versus a hotel or lodge?
Yes, so sorry, I should have mentioned this in the pitch. Right now, we are focused on businesses that only, any business that doesn't have to do with accommodation, those are what we focus on. So museums, national parks, tour operators, etc.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
any other questions? Right, that wraps our Middle East section of the presentation. Thanks very much. Thank you, judges.